Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and at the end of this video, I'm going to play you a really good clip that Brad Combs from Digital Perspectives was able to get. He did a coffee, what did they call it? A coffee time or a coffee hour with Miguel Valles from Link2 today. He was able to get, all the time you see us comment, like YouTubers and people in social media, and we do commentary, give our thoughts on what's really going on. But this is one of those instances where there's a clip that we showed from this week or last week, Brian Brooks from the OCC. And then in this clip, we get to hear Miguel Valles comment on it. And what's interesting about that is Miguel Valles was at the CME group. Then he ran the XRP markets at Ripple. So to hear his perspective, so that it's not just us saying, oh, this guy's literally describing XRP. To hear Miguel Valles' take on it is special, adds something to it, All right, so let's start here. There was a thread going on, and somebody asked Mr. B, how many more days left this year for the year of the digital asset? And Mr. B was at the ready. And he says, 2020, the year of the digital asset, Team Ripple, Thursday, December 31st, 2020. This was an article, an insights article, blog entry or whatever from Ripple. And they called it the year of the digital, that 2020 would be the year of the digital asset. And Mr. B shows here that there's 70 days, 7 hours, 50 minutes, and 42 seconds left. All right. That looks like an interesting thing to put on a thumbnail. I think that'll be cool. All right. So Mr. B is keeping track. There's 70 days left. All right. Now the market has been on fire because of the PayPal. I'm doing a refresh here. The PayPal announcement. Look, we got Bitcoin. It's wanting to cross 13,000. It's up 6.93%. XRP is up 3.64%. Let's see what my Stellar is doing. Up 3.98%. Okay, so things are looking good. The total market is up 386 billion. And every once in a while, it's fun to show you this. What you're looking at here is a website called Fiatleak, FIATLEAK.com. It gives you a really cool visual of the volumes in crypto, people buying and selling crypto across this. In this case, you're looking at the United States, and it's kind of showing you. So it looks like based on these, the Bitcoin's the highest volume, and you got a high volume for Ethereum, Monero, XRP, and I don't know what the green one is here. I'm not sure. Okay, moving along. So PayPal, after my first video today, they put out their little 30-second clip on their new crypto offering. Today, we're announcing the launch of a new service that will enable the customers to buy, hold, and sell cryptocurrency directly from their PayPal account. Watch this. So PayPal is ready to roll. Now, let's see. I saw this tweet I wanted to show you. So congratulations, you're on the wait list to get early access to crypto with PayPal. So this person apparently signed up to get on the wait list. Now, Michelle Vandenberg sent me this. This is from the people that own the Ledger Nano S. PayPal entering the crypto market is great news. But crypto users should be able to use their coins as they see fit. For now, PayPal users can't transfer their own coins in and out of the platform. Seems like they're using the traditional banking model. Well, this set off a whole stir on Twitter today about this, the idea that you won't be able to send it or send it in or send it out. And then Panda Ripple XRP can't move cryptocurrency out and in of PayPal. Ouch. And this was a tweet. Can I transfer crypto into and out of PayPal? Currently, you can only hold the cryptocurrencies that you buy on PayPal in your account. Additionally, the crypto in your account cannot be transferred to other accounts on or off of PayPal. All right. So for right now, this is true. Mr. B weighed in on this and said something that I 1000% agree with, and I will add to. He says, I don't care that PayPal won't offer XRP initially. It's coming. I don't care if PayPal won't let people take assets off their platform. Most may not want to. What I do care about is they have over 346 million users, most of which will have their very first contact with crypto. This is what I wholeheartedly agree with. This is everything, folks. 300 and something million people. I think that's more than the population of the United States, folks. Okay? But there's another thing you need to understand. And don't quote me, but I am almost 100% positive. You know, Uphold.com, the platform that we all use for crypto now, it's one of the most popular platforms there is. When they first started, I'm almost certain that they started, and I don't remember if it was for all currencies or just for some, but when they started, they started the same way as I recall, where you could buy it, but you couldn't move it on and off. Don't quote me. Go check it out or let me know, but I'm almost certain. And I know that recently XLM was that way on their platform. So look, things like this happen in phases, and they also come with regulatory clarity, as you will see in a tweet I'm going to show you in a minute. But this is, I'll ask this question. If you have the option of getting people exposure to crypto, 360 million people, but they're not going to be able to move it on and off at first, or not having those 360 million, which would you have? So if you're one of these people that's complaining about it, why not take a step back and see the forest for the trees, okay? Look at the bigger picture, because the bigger picture is everything. PayPal, this is from Shane Nixon 11. PayPal crypto trading fees starting at 2021. Note that PayPal is not holding people responsible if their account is hacked and funds stolen or used for unauthorized purchases. Basically insurance. Buying and selling, and these are going to be their fees. So if you buy $1,000 plus, it'll be a 1.5% of the purchase or sale amount. Okay. And they tier, the more you're buying, the smaller the fee will be. But this insurance thing, just the safety of people feeling good about a traditional player or a player that's as big as PayPal. These guys, PayPal can't afford to lose any of your funds. It might be a place you want to have your Bitcoin to hold it. They might have just opened up an option that a lot of us might like to have. Where would you rather have it? PayPal or one of these random cryptocurrency platforms that you've been leaving it on? Okay. Now, moving on. Hey, Seiko Carmona sent me this, from Anders L. I believe PayPal is bigger than what we realize. When people see that you can buy crypto on PayPal, I think they will view crypto a bit different. And I think this goes in line with what Mr. B was saying back there. Okay, next, but here, back to this. DJ Peter Voss. PayPal has 300 million customers with 20 million active merchants. Right here, this is from, I don't know where he's pulling this from. Almost 300 million customers, over 20 million active merchant accounts. There is nothing in this that if you see something negative in the PayPal announcement, you're one of those people who is looking for the negative you're one of those people. If you see this as a negative, you're one of those people who doesn't just like the glass half empty, but you want to smash the glass against the wall after that. Okay. I'll put it that way. Okay. Next, and then Brad Garlinghouse steps in. Now, Brad Garlinghouse recently he's been on a rant every time something comes out, it seems like. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Great to see a payment pioneer leaning in, but disappointing some fundamental tenets. Benefits of crypto are spurned. I suspect PayPal is concerned about the, wait for it, regulatory uncertainty impacting its rollout on a number of levels. PayPal and he's tweeting out this article, PayPal adds crypto, wait, and they're talking about how you can't get the crypto on and off, can't take it on and off. Then David Schwartz weighs in on this. I had to get someone else to pay my tour guide for me today, and I paid them back in cash. They only take PayPal, and I have a lifetime ban. This perfectly symbolizes what has motivated me the past 8 years. Now, I can't remember. I've read that before about David Schwartz being banned from PayPal, but that's pretty fascinating right there that he's got a lifetime ban from PayPal. I don't remember why he was, but I do remember reading that from him a long time ago. And then this is interesting too. XRP is approved for custody at PayPal and is on the NYDFS green list, meaning XRP will not be available on the PayPal platform for retail investors, but mainly aimed at institutional investors. And he's got a few screen grabs here, but this one if I can get to it, this one's interesting. Ripple XRP on August 3rd, New York Department of Financial Services published an updated green list of all virtual currencies that have been pre-approved for use by licensees in VC business activity in New York. The following table reflects approved VCs as of August 3rd, 2020. Interesting tweet. All right, and then I saw this. I thought this was really cool right here. Charlie Shrim, it's 2012. Eric Voorhees, Roger Ver, and I decided to pool our money together for first Money 2020 event. We told them we wanted the best booth we could afford, but we needed to be next to the PayPal booth so we can show the world our financial system. Welcome PayPal. So they got their booth. This is what Charlie Shrim, went to jail for, which is BitInstant. Okay. And the interesting thing has always been to me that Roger Ver was working with him. And he's there, and then this Voorhees guy, for some reason, these two guys did not get arrested. This guy leaves and goes to form Ripple with Jed McCaleb, okay? Leaves to start Ripple with Jed McCaleb, and Jed McCaleb, who left Mt. Gox right in the nick of time before the guy he sold it to apparently ends up getting prosecuted. You got him and Roger Ver, who both escape any kind of legal or criminal problems or probes. And they end up at this little company in San Francisco, startup called Ripple. And then Jed McCaleb goes and forms Stellar. He leaves and starts Bitcoin Cash, but he's out of the country in Japan. Interesting timelines, right? XRP Bart sent me this. I'm not going to play this, but what's interesting about this is this is Ripple retweeting something again to make everybody aware. This is Chris Larson. I've shown it to you before, where he's talking about the U.S.-China tech war again. Okay. And Ripple's retweeting it. They are on a mission. All right. This is kind of off topic, but I wanted to show it anyway because it was cool. Sergeant Obi-Wan sent me this. Looks like gold mining on asteroids by Elon Musk is getting closer. Remember the video a few weeks ago when the Winklevoss brothers went and met with the guy from that funny Twitter feed? I can't remember the name of the guy. Anyway, he wanted them to sell him on Bitcoin, and there was a video of the Winklevoss brothers explaining to him that there could be mining on asteroids or in outer space at some point, which would not make gold as valuable as it is, which is part of the case for Bitcoin. Well, now we've just had NASA has successfully touched down on an asteroid, and I've got a video to prove it. Watch this.
Of 2011, and Mike passed away September. A real blow to the team. So I miss him. I wish.
These are not actual images from the spacecraft, but these are based on a huge amount of real data.
OREX has descended below the 5-meter mark. The hazard map is go for tag. Contact expected in 50 seconds.
We're going in. We're going in.
Touchdown declared.
So they are going to collect samples from this asteroid. And I read somewhere else today that NASA had a big announcement to make about the moon or outer space or something. So pretty fascinating stuff. I wanted to just go through, just show you this. I've been wondering when this was all going to happen. This Gold Telegraph said commercial real estate is in trouble and turbulence in the $15 trillion market is threatening to bleed over into the broader financial system just as the U.S. struggles to emerge from recession. Folks, this is a big deal right here. I believe that they're going to turn a lot of like malls and commercial real estate. I believe you're going to see a lot of that being converted to residential and who knows what other types of things are going to come out of all this. Probably, who knows, Amazon warehouses. Okay, here it is. You'll remember this clip that we played. It's in the last couple of days, I think we played this. This is Brian Brooks, who runs the OCC and used to be at Coinbase.
Act with anybody who's connected to the internet, and that's a good thing for stablecoins. And then ultimately, really, Chris, I think the real use case of crypto is in a world of increasing integration and increasing globalization. It really makes no sense to think that anyone across borders who wants to transact with each other has to pay a foreign exchange fee to change yen into dollars, let's just say, and then also to pay a money transmitter for the act of hitting the send button and sending that money across a proprietary platform. Imagine if there was a single token that was recognized on both sides of that divide.
Yeah,
and
imagine.
When you received it, you could cash it out into your local currency, and when I received it, I could cash it out into my local currency without the need to change it.
Whoops. Hold on a second. The old earphones are trying to act. Okay, the earphones tried to act up on me. I'm going to finish the clip here.
When you received it, you could cash it out into your local currency. And when I received it, I could cash it out into my local currency without the need to change it, right? Those kinds of things occupy so many trillions of dollars of friction in the system that it's, when people say there's no killer app to crypto, I sort of think, no. The killer app of crypto is the simplest application, which is avoiding frictions. That's what it's all about, much as the internet did for sending information.
Okay, so you've got him. He's obviously describing XRP. What else could it possibly be that he's describing? And then Brad Combs, who's with Digital Perspectives, give him a follow if you don't. And also, you can type in Digital Perspectives on YouTube and subscribe to his YouTube channel for sure. Definitely worth doing. He says, I asked Miguel Valles about Brian Brooks' recent comments and what it sounded like to him. #0doubt. And this guy, Julian Flash, had put this video on Twitter. And watch this as Miguel Valles gives his take. So now you're not just hearing it from Brad Combs or from me. Listen to what Miguel Valles says.
Markets. What if you had to just, what does it sound like he's describing there to you? Because I know it sounds like to me.
He's designing one of the base cases for XRP is what he's describing. But look, and I used to say this at Ripple, and I'll say it here, and I'll say it forever. It doesn't have to be XRP. Like that, you can do that with any cryptocurrency, but you're going to be hard pressed to find one that's better suited for purpose than that than XRP. It's definitely best for purpose. So anyway, but it's great to hear regulators talk about this in a really
it is. Imagine, would you have ever thought this would be a conversation talking about agencies specifically here in the United States? I mean, talking about crypto in this way.
Yeah, I think it's inevitable. I think it takes time. Look, finance is. We'll talk a little bit about fintechs in a second. Financial systems we've cobbled together. Like the world was not disconnected 30 years ago. Right? Yeah. It just, the internet has changed the way the world functions. And I don't mean like governments. I mean like.
So how cool is that Miguel Valles is weighing in on that? I mean, if anybody would be able to read between the lines on what Brian Brooks is talking about, he would. Now, just as a pure coincidence, I'm sure, because the world is not a stage, right? Well, wrong. All the world is a stage. This is Chris Giancarlo tweeting out, enjoyed being with crypto comptroller Brian Brooks at University of Chicago Law. And then for a discussion, anyway, they're talking crypto. And remember, Chris Giancarlo was the chairman of the CFTC. And actually, while he was the chairman of the CFTC oversees the CME group where Miguel Valles happened to be while he was the CFTC chairman. Don't quote me, but I'm almost 1,000% positive about that. Then Miguel Valles goes to Ripple from the CME group. Now Chris Giancarlo is in charge of the Digital Dollar Project, and he is also working with a law firm, Wilkie Barr, I believe it's called, that represents Ripple. Meanwhile, Brian Brooks and Chris Giancarlo are all over the DC FinTech and Chamber of Digital Commerce. Everywhere that Brad Garlinghouse happens to be popping up, both of these guys are popping up. They all just seem to be in the same circle. And I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button. And tell your friends and family that since these guys provided us this clip, you need to go and check out, let me click here. You need to go check out, go to linqto.com. And you can sign up on these guys' platforms so that you can go attend some of these coffee events and watch these guys talking live with different people. Thank you for listening.
Every day, billions of people around the world are mocked, ridiculed, laughed at, and embarrassed by their friends, family, and even strangers. These people go through their days knowing there are secrets being kept from them. They hear the faint whispers behind closed doors. The information and knowledge is held very close and only shared with others who were fortunate enough to find out. Feeling lost, rejected, and ostracized, these people give up, never finding out what digital assets the digital asset investor holds. But there is hope. Join the free Digital Asset Investor email newsletter and find out what digital assets he owns each month, including investments he's considering. Click the link in the description of this video or go to digitalassetinvestornewsletter.com. Put an end to your days of gloom and depression. Join the greatest free digital asset email newsletter ever created.